Hello, welcome to the AgostoAllElite Podcast on this beautiful Sunday. We got some pay-per-view, we got some TV shows reviews from AEW and WWE, Rampage, WWE Rampage spoilers, some great new wrestling news. Plus, we recently got sponsored by WWE Shop. Now here it is. AgostoAllElite Podcast is currently sponsored by WWE Shop. It's on my link tree in my bio on both my YouTube channel and my Instagram channel. Check them out on the bio links. I'm basically link tree, and you'll see WWE Shop. You will get a 50% half percentage off to purchase your WWE merchandise. You get a Roman Reigns, something related, the Tribal Chief t-shirts and stuff. Go for it. Go get it. See ya. So yeah, this is what it is. Yeah, I'm basically sponsored by WWE Shop. So go get your merchandise from WWE Shop using my link. Go to my link tree, click on my link. It's on YouTube bio links. Check them out, and even on Instagram, the bio links. Check them out. There's a link tree. Go for it. WWE Shop. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the show. Let's start with Raw. Let's review Raw. WWE Raw result. Let's talk about Judgment Day beats Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn at chaotic main event. So the Judgment Day remained the undisputed tag champ thanks to plenty of outside help. So 3 NXT members of the Judgment Day enter Raw Monday night planning to lose. Every man in the group is set to defend the titles around their waist, and all 3 left holding their belts. In the main event, Damian Priest, Finn match, and now had retained the WWE Undisputed Tag Titles in a rematch with champions Owens and Sami Zayn. As the way Judgment Day laying on the line of outside events from the main champs. The shape of the group feels very much in flux as Jay McDonough continues to try to work his way and being an accepted member of the group. So let's go. So Judgment Day retained tag titles in a chaotic main event. Cody Rhodes opened the show ready to cut the promo really quick interrupted by Judgment Day. The confrontation of Rhodes, Sami and Jey Uso from Judgment Day for beatdown closed previous week. Uso then ran the ring. Judgment Day were ready to attack. Judgment Day agreed. They all set numbers advantage only for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Jimmy Dunham had brought a pair of chairs. Hadn't wanted Finn Balor. They done it. Dominic Mysterio then ignored Damian Priest, urging them to leave, and instead ran into the ring. All ended up on losing the end of the brawl. Later on, Priest yelled at McDonough, kicked him out of their backstage area, and saying McDonough would never be in their group. So, now we go to the NXT American Championship. Dominic Mysterio defeated Drake Lee by pinfall after Frog Splash. Lee was rolling towards the win, but ran into Mysterio backdrop that landed his crotch on the top row to help the finish, allowing Mysterio to retain with no interference. Yeah, undisputed tag team belts. The Judgment Day defeated Owens and Zayn by pinfall. Unsurprisingly, Mysterio ran to the ring early to create chaos, distraction for Priest and Balor. This brought out Uso to take up Mysterio. McDonough ran and helped Mysterio. Rose then ran out ringside, even the odds, but Owens hit Priest with a stunner. McDonough hit Owens one of the title belts, dropping him down the Priest's cover and retained the titles. As the Judgment Day celebrate, Uso Rose ran back to the ring. All 8 men brawled as the show went off the air. Honestly, it's nice to see WWE go back to overbooked television endings that were so prevalent in the 90s, early 2000s. There were run-ins placed with 8 men essentially involved. The situation protects everyone involved and allows a lot of room to answer the question, what's next? That's not exactly how Raw ended, and let plenty of room to explore how to move story forward in coming weeks. So what else happened on Raw? Bronson Reed defeated Otis by pinfall to Sami. Tegan Nox defeated Natalie by pinfall with Shine's Wizard. Becky Lynch spoke to Tegan Nox backstage, with Lynch telling Nox that she believes Nox should be the next woman challenge for NXT Women's Champ. Then Nox asked Pierce if he could get into the winner. The winner Lynch's title match in NXT No Mercy. Natalie erupted and Stu argued that Pierce suggested the match ran on Tasha being handed out. So yeah, Tegan Nox defeated Natalya. Something's happened for Tegan Nox. Okay. Tommaso Ciampa defeated Luke Kaiser by pinfall with jumping knee. Kaiser had the match won, but Giovanni attended the referee. Lee decreased tension, and apparently it was late confronting Ciampa will get an Intercontinental Championship match with Gunther. The 2 was signed a contract for that bout next Monday. Sasuke Nakamura Seth Rollins challenge for a rematch. A knockout video pack aired in the middle of Rollins' promo saying Rollins told him to whatever it take. Knockout would challenge for Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship, last man standing at Fastlane. So now we go to Nia Jax. We still with Stark by pinfall after Bonsai draw. Stark fronted Jax during the promo when Jax talked all about the women she attacked since returning, calling herself the baddest human in the locker room. Drew McIntyre defeated Kofi Kingston by pinfall with a Claymore. McIntyre and Kingston arguing when McIntyre was on men's TV, calling him out for not helping Jey Uso when he attacked New Day last Monday. Match of our Viking Raiders attacked Avery Woods. The ringside providing stretch for McIntyre to get the win. McIntyre then struggled left in the ring, leaving Kingston to be attacked by Ivar. So yeah. So that was Raw. That was Monday Night Raw. In retrospect, that was a Monday Night Raw episode. So yeah. Yeah, it was Raw. Let's go to Dynamite now. So, a mysterious group attacked Jay White on Dynamite this week. So, let's the revelation begin. So, at the end of this week's episode, a group attacked Jay White backstage. Members were covered from head to toe, so their identities were concealed. One of them stood off on the rest, and he was wearing a devil's mask. He grabbed the camera and cut off feed for the broadcast. The devil mask represents NJ's own AEW World Champion called himself the Devil. NJ won the mask several times. It was introduced at All Out 2022. Mask individuals helped him win the Casino Ladder match. The Factor was later to be confirmed. Already know where they are. They're currently here. So no members of the group were identified. It's either Kent and MJF to attack. He and White got into a heated exchange earlier in the show. White sets his sights on the world title, criticizing MJF, saying a clear chance to throne the champ. So yeah, pretty much something like that, involving in like criticizing and stuff. So yeah, and more like after Dynamite, like Tony Khan apologized for technical issues. Tony Khan addressed the issues after the episode. Dynamite, U.S. and the United States were like noticed the broadcast Wednesday episode. Dynamite had persistent issues throughout the show. The audio cut out throughout the U.S. feed of the program, like drowned out sound, could be aired at some points from the main segment. The broadcast heavily cut out but resumes. So yeah. So basically, after when our aired, like Tony Khan apologized for the issues with the U.S. feed. Dynamite wrote he understood the situation. There were issues at TBS with a new operating system. Khan stated that the international feeds were not affected. He noted that TSN played the U.S. feed, so they had the same issues. So additionally, Tony Khan stated audio issues will be fixed for West Coast broadcast later on Wednesday night. So yeah, that was a. So let's get to the rest of the show. Let's start with Jeff Jarrett. Let's go to the rest of the show. Reinforce Jeff Jarrett for the international champion. So basically, Phoenix dive on Jarrett. Jane Lethal before the bell. They brawl ringside. Phoenix take down Lethal Hurricane. Heron rakes Phoenix's back. Phoenix kicks Sonny Dud. The match has the ring where Phoenix get 2 count with it. And so Jarrett gains the upper hand, talks the crowd. Phoenix rocks the crowd with a series of strikes. Saddam Singh interferes, something like that. Mostly like that, interferes. He gets involved, something like that. Jarrett dropped the champ, DDT. Karen interferes. Lethal and Judd attack Phoenix at ringside. Jet controlled the action, keep Phoenix grounded. Karen got involved. Aubrey Edwards shoved her down. Phoenix like more arm drag. Saw Jarrett. Jarrett hit Phoenix below the belt, and that's a 2 count. Side cradle. Jarrett hits the stroke, but Phoenix got his foot on the rope. Phoenix cradles Jarrett, scrolls a 3 count. So Phoenix retains still the international champion, Ray Phoenix. Then we go to video package. Adam calls on Crotchy, says MJ went to celebrate his dad boat. They had fun. Things got serious when MJ questions Cole for being on the phone with Roderick Strong. MJ puts his diamond ring on, but he denies Cole's question when he's going to hit him with. Cole said he has more than one friend and he cares about Cole. They made up as they fish. They catch Captain Insano. Instead comes back on board and they drink together. Yeah. Then we go to Don Callis Konosuke showing in Japan. Cal said they're hunting Kota and Bushi. Then we go straight to the segment. Kota and Don Callis. Don Callis called with Severo Jordan Callis family. Callis said he's happy that Guevara free of Jericho's toxic influence. Callis introduces Guevara, cuts the footage of his son Takashi at Bushi's jump. Takashi attacks the student, brawls with Bushi. Cows hit Bushi with an umbrella. Takashi hit Bushi with a kettlebell. Takashi chokes Bushi with his jacket. Back in the ring. Cows said Don Callis' family has never been stronger. Guevara says, a hero is that Jericho. Because the villain said Jericho kicked cutting him down, Italian fly. Said to himself, Callis vows that his family will beat Omega, Bushi, and Jericho. A video pack, we can't dance in the winter. It's never been mentioned in Europe. You don't know the child prick. All flash, no substance. Child starts to face it. So yeah, he starts. So Yuta basically starts to match at Wrestle Dream this Sunday. So yeah, which after Wrestle Dream will be reviewed on Monday, and at the same time we upload on Monday. So stay tuned for that. Winner earns AEW International Championship match. Let's go to that. Brian Cage, Prisoner versus Castagnoli, Nick versus Nick Johnson. Jackson dumped to the outside. Cage, Castagnoli squared out, trade blows. Nick dives on to Castagnoli. Cage at ringside. Castagnoli gets the upper hand. Cage and Castagnoli kept battling. Caxton plants Cage with a facebuster, drops Castagnoli to ringside. Hits a 450 spot for a 2 count. Castagnoli puts Cage in a swing. Jackson hits Castagnoli to the outside. Cage has a Jackson outside because of 2 count with a 5-10. Cage suplex Castagnoli for a 2 count. Jackson rocked Cage with some strikes. Castagnoli takes Jackson out with an uppercut. Drops Cage with lariat. Castagnoli powerbomb Cage. Jackson says Castagnoli to the outside. Picks Cage. Winner Nick Jackson. We go to another video package. The Righteous hype up the looming clash. NJ and Cole. Vincent calls them fake friends. In her in-ring send NJ and Cole. NJ and Cole comes out. Cole is on the crutches, leg is bandaged. Cole said this is a sad chapter story. Ankle exploded, broke into 3 places. Cole said he'll do everything he can, come back as soon as possible. So said he'll have relinquished the Orange World Tag Champions. NJ caught him up, he's sticking them up. He said he'll keep the title, so they will be waiting when Cole gets back. NJ said he'll face the Righteous in a handicap match at AEW Wrestle Dream. Righteous Strong comes out. He's in the hospital ground in a wheelchair. Then NJ calling Strong a simp. It's Strong as Cole's boy. He has respect that NJ told Cole he'll be waiting for him when he gets back. Hug. Cole walks out. Clutches to the back. NJ gets wrecked by Jay White. Bullet Club Gold. White said NJ was immediately by Bullet Club Gold. NJ says White must be a some strong around the grass. He makes fun of Jay White's goatee. This NJ says people move his goalposts in the bottom until he was no Jay White. NJ says the show is all about NJ when he's in the ring because nobody is level. He says White is manager convince fans he's tofu. NJ said tofu could take out any flavor, but you have to add something to it. He tells White you've been getting everything to succeed. NJ said you can take away Bullet Club and everything else. Jay White is a boring, bland tofu. He says White is all hype and he's a mass marketed version of what someone Japan draws as a top guy. NJ gets some advice telling him to leave. He said fans were saying White may be good, but he's no NJ. White responds by fans chant tofu and him says NJ is distracted by it. Cole. White said fans don't love NJ the way they love Cole. Said they hurt him hurting Cole and from Mendor led NJ's friendship with Cole. Said everything is followed. White says he's here to ruin NJ's life. White tells MJF he needs to find another level to stop him taking the titles. He will champion when he beats MJF. White says this is a switchblade era. MJF has gone off. MJF gets fired up, prepares to fight. White rolls out of the ring. MJF poses with the title. There's White down. Interview TNT champion Crash Cage and Darby Allin. We go to the interview. Cage says he's been champ this whole time. He told Darby Allin Darby Allin that he will get exposed at Wrestle Dream. Allin says Cage won't be able to beat him in saddle. He only has won the title, and in Seattle before. He'll do it again. Cage tells Allen to bring everyone, but Allen won't tell him to use Nick Wayne. Christian Cage says Wayne needs a true man and a champion. Allen washes his face paint off, and Christian Cage says he will expose Allen. So we go to another match. Orange Cassidy versus Austin Gunn versus Matt Jackson versus Penta Zero. Matt and Penta go back and forth. Matt sends Austin to the outside. Cassidy takes Jackson down arm drag. And Penta hit Cassidy down, hit a leg drop. Gunn swears off a Penta. Penta drops chop, rocks Matt a kick. Cassidy eats a kick too. Austin drops Penta from behind, takes a choke, counts Cassidy. Austin superplex Penta. The competitor straight superplexes. Cassidy drives onto Penta. Matt ringside. Matt drops Penta Destroyer. Cassidy spikes Austin the Destroyer. Jackson superplexes Cassidy and Austin enter at the same time. Cassidy drops Jackson up. Beach break. 8. All crowds kick Austin. Kicks her back on. Cassidy pins Matt Jackson. Orange punch. Cassidy wins. Okay, Will now go for Jill Hart with Brody King. Willow comes down and has bandage. She takes a fight at Hart. Warner but Will empowers her. Action. Julia attacks Willow from behind. Julia gains upper hand, guns Willow rises slam. Willow skates Heartless, drops Julia with pounds. Hart pins Willow with a moonsault. Julia Hart wins. Julia Hart locks in the Heartless in the bell. TBS champion Sandler makes a save. Julia Hart Sandler at Wrestle Dream. You already know. We go to the main event. The contract signing, Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland. Page and Strickland came to the ring. Swerve said he's been impressed by Hangman's fire lately. He says stay out of his house. Walk into the Lion's Den. Strickland made it clear they are different from each other. Page thanks Swerve for he's about him. Admits that he has felt a black cloud over his head. Hangman notes there have been some highlights, but he's struggling. Says he weathered the storm. Page says he's realized that people deserve from. Hangman says Strickland will get his best at Wrestle Dream. Strickland called Page message more pathetic than Denver Broncos. Swerve says it could have been anybody, but it had to be Hangman in the position he wanted. So he might have mental health problems. He can make enemies every day. He vows to take Page's position for him. Hangman says that for every opportunity he had, he knocked it out of the park. Page says Swerve doesn't have to take to fill his boots. Swerve slashes him. Hangman stabs a hand with a pen, and the security separates them. Then we go to the main segment that we talked about earlier on in the beginning of the Dynamite review. Masked Men attack Jay White backstage. So there's some mystery. So basically, someone wearing NJPW mask turns on the camera, turns it off after he attacked Jay White. So who could be one that attacked Jay White? Alright, it's a mystery to it. We'll find out this Saturday Collision or Wrestle Dream. Stay tuned either one of them. Stay tuned for either one of them. So you can find out who the Masked Man is. The Masked Man. So let's go to, I should put this, let's go to the Rampage spoilers. Let's do that. I'm pretty much not going to review. Let's do spoilers for Rampage. I don't know about the 0 hour for Wrestle Dream. Let's do Rampage. Diaz, the Acclaim, retained the AEW World Trio Champion victory over the Hardys as Brother Zay. Good for them. Eddie Kingston beat Ron Romero to retain the IWGP Strong Upperweight Champion. This was described the best of the match, the entire Rampage tape. Like Shibata confronted Kingston after the match was over. The Righteous defeated 2 jobbers. Hikaru Shida picked up a win over Ruby Soho, which means Shida will challenge Serena for AEW Women's World Championship on October 10th. Title Tuesday episode Dynamite. Can't wait for that. That is the female main event. I'm just telling you this. So That's Friday, Rampage. So, yeah. That's pretty much that. And, yeah. All right, let's go straight to ROH now. All right, let's get to ROH review. Now let's get to it. Yeah. All right. Move out more outrunners. I'm in ROH TV. Let's start the match card. Gravity versus G. Lee Johnson. Ethan Page versus Rohit Raju. Lee Francis Frost versus Billy Starks. Edge Andrade. Darius Martin versus the Outrunners. Laney Luck versus Leah Hirsch. Jimmy Jacobs versus Shane Taylor. Dr. Castle and the Boys versus Ren Jones. Trenton Tormenta and Xavier Walker. Cole Carter and Jeff Garrison versus the Infantry. Mercedes Martinez versus Allison Kay. Iron Savages versus the Gates of Agony. Brian Cage versus the Mental League. So this is right to ROH TV. Let's go to ROH TV. Match 1, Josh Woods versus Braden Irving. Clinch in the corner, some knees in the wood, twisting suplex and buckle, a tilted Woods finito. Winner Josh Woods. Match 2, Scuba Sky versus Tony Nese. Nese start early but retreats at the back by Sky trips Nese up and catches a military cradle for 2. Nese tries to bail but Sky follows him, throws him back in the ring. Dylan drags Sky and Nese drop kicks from the ring, kicks him from the ring. Nese throws Sky to steel steps. And Sterling gets into the boots behind the referee's back. Back in the ring, both men saying chops. Macho Man neck drop over the top by Nese. Gets 2 count, biceps by Nese and giant Russian leg sweep. Sky up, dump Nese with a back suplex. Knee lift by Sky, a big lariat. Sky misses a big boot, but rebalances Sky high, gets 2 KO. Nese runs a big boot. Sky goes up, but eats an uppercut. Sunset flip up by top by Sky, but Nese rolls through, catches a huge knee to the face. Nese backflips off a German suplex, but Sky catches him with TKO for the win. Winner, Scorpio Sky. Match 3, Lee Johnson versus Gravity. Both men grapple to start. They trade arm ringers. Tries to stray. Shoulder block by Gravity. Earn drag by Johnson. 2. Marshall Riddle for 2. Double jump wrist lock. Wheelbarrow roll up 2. Huge draw kick by Johnson for 2. Hammer throw by Johnson. 10 push-ups in the middle of the ring. Big boot by Gravity. Forearm sends Johnson to the ground. Springboard stun splash on the top to the floor. Diving Mexican hand drive on top by Gravity. Right into the cradle gets 2. Snap power slam by Gravity. Standing moonsault gets 2. Johnson ducks a high kick. Plants Gravity with Blue Thunder Bomb for 2. Gravity goes up on a suplex but eats a super kick. 2. Cradle by Gravity for 2. And a super kick to Johnson. Vertical suplex by Giant Gravity. And stone splash off the top. Gets the win. Winner, Gravity. Match 4, Billy Starks versus Athena versus Lady Frost. Starks catches a charging Frost with low elbows, sends it out to the floor. Athena wants Billy to throw Frost in the stats, but Billy chooses the ring instead. Frost uses that control and tops Starks in the corner. Frost runs on Starks in the corner, follows up with handspring spear. Frost cartwheels over Starks, his drop kick back in the head. Starks reverse hand throw, and both women exchange elbows. Net break on the knee by Starks. Super kick attitude adjustment. Starks gets 2. Fronts cartwheels into the air raid crash. Had frostbite 1-2. No, Athena break up the pin behind referee's back. Under Styles clash by Starks. Get the wing. Pin. So Billy Starks wins. After the match, Athena attacks Lady Frost as Billy Starks pleads with her to stop. Athena looks for Curbstop and title, but Starks takes the belt away from her. We go to match 5. Outrider versus Darden Martin. Andrade and Magnum start. Wrist lock by Andrade. Tag to Martin. Comes up with a barrel arm drag. Double stop up by Martin. But Terror Floyd get the tag. Headlock by Andrade. But shoulder block by Floyd. Headlock tag over by Andrade. Both outrunners. There are drop kicks by Andrade and Martin. Andrade and Martin look for Sterling Millen cells by leg turning out. Both guys crash on the floor. Double by slam by the outrunners. Andrade holds up Magnum. Referee back is turned. Double knee by Magnum. Twisting vertical suplex by Martin. Double recall attempt by the outrunners. Andrade hit an insecure tag Martin. Martin cleans house clothesline. Andrade Middle rope, diving crossbody over the top by Martin. Side moons up by Ferrari and Floyd. Floor shotgun, drop kick. German suplex, kick, combo, into double. Nelson, and this one's over. So winner Andrade Darth Martin. Alright, match 6, Lane Luck versus Leah Hirsch. Marie hit ringside, back kick by Luck, running boot to the face, suplex by Luck, but Hirsch up German suplex by Hirsch, 2 straight arm bars, this one's over, Leah Hirsch. Match 7, Shane Taylor, Lee Moran versus Gia Jacobs. Taylor shoves Jacobs to the grapple fan, chain chops. Jacobs tries Taylor, gets to the sent to the outside. Side up, suicide dive, guillotine choke, but Taylor throws him, hit belly to belly. In the ring. Should be by Taylor. Ring closing in the corner by Taylor. Ring by Taylor. Big man smash 2. Headbutt by Taylor, but Jacobs bumps that. Oh. It's disastrous. And this is the worst neck. You go air. Chance by Jacobs. Taylor runs a big blue corner. So this is going to counter by the lead block. Looks of it. Good night. It's going to happen. Jay's going to. Taylor's not right with a spinning walk of the land for the win. Shane Taylor. So, he wasn't happy. He just. His face, so much anger to the owner. Oh, he just spit. There's so many problems. This out. This is gonna get. That's gonna get worse. This is gonna get bad. Suspended. I would talk this out. He served as the learner how to handle things better. Sorry, it's a little thing going. Match 8. Dalton Casper and Boys versus Ren Jones, Nero Walker, and Trenton Tormenta. Matt returned by Castle. Drop kick by Boy 1. Zaire brings Boy 1 to the corner. And triple team in the corner. Zaire with a Buick right. And when Castle going to attack, clear the ring with clotheslines. Hang on Matt returning Zaire. And now it's a brawl. Tormenta gets dumped to the outside. Boy 2 hits an ace crusher to Jones. Bangle rain to Walker, and this one's over. Dalton Castle and the Boys. Winners are winners. We go to match 9. Infiltrate versus Cole Carter. Greg Garrison, shoulder block. Andre by Garrison, Bravo. Tag to Carter. Bravo connects with a giant elbow back to Dean. By slam, PK to Don Combo gets 2. Bravo comes up top with axe handle, but Carter catches him stomach with right hand. Double slips a duck. Against drop kick by Carter, charge trigger by Dean, tag the Bravo, full Nelson to his face around the world by Dean. 2 count, diving close on the corner, diving cross body off the top, gets a 2-1 Carter. Barrison makes a tape, crossover right hand to Garrison, power right hand to Carter, boot kick at Carter, but Murray presses Ratchet and turns the door, comes over to Usher back to the stage to the arena. Carter rolls up Bravo from behind with his feet up for the ropes for the win. Cole Carter, Grove Garrison wins. Match 10, Alice K versus Martinez with Diamond. Match quickly spills outside. AK flapjacks pursuing apron. Back in the ring, spinning back suplex by AK. AK looks up for drive-by by the corner, but Diamond pulls Mercedes safely. AK follows Mercedes. The easy elbow flies off the apron to the floor. Mercedes in control, putting the boots at AK on the outside, putting back in the ring. Diaz connects to a big boot at the corner. Drop kick to the seat at AK. 2 count. AK hikes back a swing net breaker. This is a quarter charge. Martinez set up AK on top. Only super kicker to the floor. Wheelbarrow cutter by Diamond on the floor. Martinez hit charging knee and Fisherman Buster for the win. Martinez wins. Match 11. Nathan Page for Heat. Raju attacks her in corner water. Page runs through him with a big shoulder block. Back over by Page. Delayed vertical suplex. Raju missed a close-up. Paige plates him with a regal plex like slam. Raju flows through, hits a twisted neckbreaker, big boot by Raju in the corner. Paige comes up with a bottom rope and assisted cutter for a that'll do. Paige wins. Now we go to the main event. Brian Cage versus Malik. Cage uses straight early, sets Malik over and over. Integrate Malik. Cage just catches crossbody. Malik sends him to the floor. Hits scissor. Mentally drives. Cage catches and powers on him against the ring post. Back in the ring. Cage charges on European uppercut and makes it integrate to the corner. 2 count happen. Malik trips up a charging Cage. Eats a clothesline. It's going to Cage. 2 count deadlift. Protect my Cage by Mentally counters with springboard hurricane around. Inverse spring blade. Roadblock. Kick by Mentally. Root walk. Posture outside. Inside the ring. Double jump. Slide smash by Mentally. 2 count Mentally. And pick up Cage. He goes up the top. The Cage. Touch up top. Mentally reserves for Diamond Red out the corner. 2 count. Mentally. It's a rope walk. And then trying to help him. Cage punch a leg or bomb. 2 count. Mental leg. Tries to have scissors, but Cage counters and Mitchell going drive for the win. Brian King win the main event of Ring of Honor. So yeah, that was a Ring of Honor show review. That was a Ring of Honor. So yeah, that was a Ring of Honor TV review. Let's get to SmackDown now. Alright, let's the SmackDown review. Let's get to it. Okay. Knight saves Cena, sign the contract, team up, take on the Bloodline, Fastlane. The wait for Lonely Knight, we see a major spot in every promo, may be over. Knight ends SmackDown Friday by not only saving Cena, but breakdown has a Bloodline, but find a contract to team with Cena of Fastlane. Cena was briefly receiving a Bloodline beat down to close the show when Knight takes the save, sign on to see his partner. The upcoming hero review, much of Cena's delight. So let's get to it. SmackDown this week. LA Knight signs contract, beat John Cena's partner. Jey Uso defeated Carlos by pinfall with Uso splash. Carl Anderson attacked Uso Sokola at the Bloodline cut show open promo. Bloodline ran downstairs that he wasn't at the show yet. He was having transportation problems. Then NJ Styles also not there. He was watching SmackDown in the house about that attack last Friday. This brought out Anderson and attacked the duo to an immediate match. Sokola also attacked Anderson after the match. Richard then came out of the Bloodline. Bloodline was walking toward the back, dropping Uso with a slap. A furious Uso Sokola was also attacking the town security backstage and seemingly target anyone who had to cross their path. Cena arrived at the arena and split a promo that he would read by the time of face of Bloodline and Fastlane. We go ahead with match on one. Uso Sokola made a way out. Uso told Cena they delivered a message to their backstage attacks that anyone who teases Cena will get got. They led to a brief brawl for LA Knight made a save, grabbed the contract, signed it, and celebrated Cena. The show went off the air. So let's get to it. What else happened on SmackDown before the main event? Lashley appeared on Grace and One Effect. He made it clear he needs to find a new tag team to roll with after Dawkins didn't take the advantage of the interference. This brought out the Street Profits, but Lashley left Ryder to speak to them, telling them to prove it when they try to work things out. Austin Theory defeated Cameron Grimes by pinfall with 8 count down. Theory was then confronted Dragon, who was seated in the crowd on the right side. United States Champion Rey Mysterio defeated Santos Escobar by pinfall with a counter to the Phantom Driver. There was a long match with 2 LOW teammates with near falls, a lot of drama. After the match, the Street Profits attacked Escobar. Mysterio just brought Lashley, who clapped approval for helping the Profits take out the rest of LWO as Dragon Lee was held back in the crowd by security. Later in the show, LWO challenged the Street Profits and Lashley to matches at Fastlane. Charlotte Flair defeated Bayley by pinfall with Spirit. Flair made it clear that before the match, he planned to beat Bayley and challenge Io Sky for the title at Fastlane. After the match, Bayley said Flair should get to jump the line. She played in Flair, and they were going to do that before Edge Control could attack. Asuka ready to stop them. Bayley upset Sky by saying if Asuka wanted to be the triple threat match for Flair and Sky for the title at Fastlane, she got it. So yeah, that was pretty much what happened. SmackDown was pretty much crazy action, some moments and stuff, and you think about. But yeah, But anyway, the show ended hot with Knight making the save, signing the contract. Fans have been demanding WWE to see Knight as a level star they could do. This was a big step in the direction. Cena's already given Knight a bigger rub at Payback, refining Knight's match with Miz, raising Knight's hand after the match despite nearly coming in blows previously. Now Knight gets full Cena rub, with Cena being extremely excited as Knight signed the contract. Smart booking, that makes sense. Give the fans what they want, motherfuckers. So yeah, that was SmackDown review. So yeah, SmackDown's review. So it's a little short review, but also SmackDown was pretty much a show if you think about it, and that was pretty much SmackDown. All right, let's go to the news, because at this point, let's do the news. I'm sorry. I mean, let's go to Collision now. Let's go straight to Collision. Sorry about the news. That's after Collision. Sorry. All right, I'll go straight to Collision now. All right, let's get to Collision. Yeah, Collision. Ooh, Collision. This is the go-home show. This week's go-home show. Before Wrestle Dream, which is tonight. Let's go to it. Let's talk about it. This week's Collision was broadcast from Climate Pledge Arena, Serena, which is also the host of tonight's Wrestle Dream pay-per-view. Collision for last night hosts Climate Pledge Arena, Seattle, which was the host of, again, tonight's Wrestle Dream pay-per-view. So, on tonight, we had 2 consecutive Saturdays where AEW went head-to-head with WWE, Battle, Bryan Danielson, Yuta, with Europe taking on some of their opponents, and Ricky started off an 8-man dream tag with 8-man, all-star tag with Run Dreamful, Xavier Drew on commentary. We also see Jericho and Mega in action against Gates of Agony. Andrade, Ito Hall continues battle with BC Gold when he took Juice Robinson, Kingdom versus Best Friend. Next Strong and Wiener punches and more. Let's get to the show. So Collision kicks off with quick pre-tape promos from Bill, Starks, Austin Open, FTR, Danielson, Yuta, hype up the 8-man tag for later tonight. El Idolo defeat Robson. CJ Hot Fuzz White is watching the match to backstage. Jay White is not in back building due to attack by masked people on Dynamite. The rest of the Bullet Club glows ringside. Dry Moonstones crash landing early in the match. Later on, Juice bombs Andrade and beating him. Referee distracting him. Andrade comes running dropping knees into the corner, goes for a figure 8 leg lock. The Guns get involved before Andrade injects them. Juice rolls up Andrade and Chaos near fall. Andrade nails the back elbow and then hammerlock the ET for the 3 count. So yeah, Andrade wins. Yeah, Jericho and Mega cut a promo to Edge stage, hyping up their tag match tonight. Chris and Kenny don't like each other, need to figure out they even coexist with the tag team. Kenny promises Jericho back, and Jericho recuperates. They probably take out the Outcast from Wrestle Dream. Yeah, we also had the next iteration, Tony Storm. Pete times when showing the pies on his face is good enough to get by. World's forgot where it takes a star. She is no RJ's nice flirting above her level. Oh. Alright, the Kingdom beat defeated Best Friends. Chuck Taylor, Beretta, Stop, and Starfield. Her in the ring says Ben trying to apologize to Chuck down steps. But Chuck turned into a Death Valley drive for holy shit chant. Best Friend do the hugging and run until Sarah apologizes on the heels. Bennett just barely gets his foot on the ropes as the referee counts to 3. Tavian quatches Chuck on the ropes. The Best Friends get nailed 2 low blows behind referee's back. The Kingdom put away Spy apologized for the 3 count. Kingdom cut a promo afterwards saying they have to catch a red-eye flight to get back to Strong. Tavian knows that Ankle has delayed his surgery. If they ever meet and he's cold, they'll meet there at Roddy's house. Don Callis caught talking to Nana in the back. Nana tells Mraz he'll be in the money when he gets angry. Take out Jericho and Omega. Okay. There's a hype video promoting Chris Stanley versus Julia Hart Wrestle Dream. Chris says that Spigula bitch is no match for her. Julia Hart defeated Brett Vixen. This is on squash, but it's a show for Hart. She scored a victory by a pinfall and moonsault. Hart has not lost in 523 days. Commentator Julia grabs the mic, calls out Stanley. Stanley walks out. Rick is around the breaking winner. Alright. Sound of the rain. Just there's your hitter, but now Batosh can't avoid defeating undefeated. Time's up at Wrestle Dream. Claudio talking Pete Tabor about what keeps him even though he's not a Ring of Honor champ. Challenge anyone to fight him at Wrestle Dream. The challenge is answered by Josh Barrett. Dream match is sorted on 0 hour pre-show. Kenny Omega Chris Jericho defeated Gates of Annie. Jericho made hot tag later fight trying to lock in line entertainment. No avail. Kenny back in there. Beat Jericho before diving over the top rope. Jericho successfully locks in Lantair for the submission victory. Omega and Jericho didn't have any problem getting along with this. Celebrated a win afterwards. They cut a promo saying it's time for Alpha and Omega to end Don Callis' family. Ibushi on their side. Jericho calls Sammy Guevara the ultimate Judas. Go to ruin Sammy's dreams, his entire life by taking all his aggression on Sammy and Wrestle Dream. Righteous had a pre-tape promo at Wrestle Dream planned to take away the one thing holds Andrew, Cole, and Jeb together the RH World Tag Titles. There's a hype video for Wrestle Dream main event at Christian Cage with Darby Allin Falls match for the TNT Championship. The Righteous defeated Bruce Kreese, Ekris, and Chris Williams. He'll make quick words and runs and across the ring for them. Righteous got a problem in the match. The devil. And then they. And yeah, angle this match is by Cole. This is so great. Blood. He's a problem. That's all this sound. Talk. What he feels and out. TMK cut a promo back to edit at 3 time. The catchphrase scissor. Man, hometown hero. Pop, the bell up, a cop. Left out the open. Dark Stark, Shiraz, don't know who be. Kill all 4 be laying yes, kicks off your heels on the knees. As a fine happen big, but big teammate break out the pin tap. Dax Bill exchange blows in the middle of the ring. Bill have a college just here and there. Okay, the ball continues the match over. Everyone clears out of the ring for Sabre Jr. to confront Danielson. Shove Brian comes to fire with a slap to the face. Danielson grab the arm for a hold, but Sabre get the hell out of there. Collision goes off the air with Danielson music playing. Buckle looking down at Sabre outside the ring. So yeah, that was Collision. So yeah, it was a nice touch. Yeah, so all in all, Collision was somewhat of a good episode, I think. So let me get the ending. I'm telling you my ending, my thoughts on Collision. Okay, as far for pay-per-view going shows this week, Collision did a good job covering all major feuds. Give us counters to sell Sunday card, and the show Danielson Sabre was right called. Like, one of the most efficient matches was set for Dream. And Robinson, the best Bell at Bell, and Sam Rain from Good and Great. Packard and Tony Storm, RJ City. Wrestle Dream has a solid card book. We'll see a good show. Let's hope everyone makes it a sit on One Piece. Alright, that was like Collision. That was a Collision review. So yeah, Collision review. Let's get to the wrestling news. Alright, let's get to the wrestling news. We had a great night of Collision. Last night's Collision was good. Let's go straight to the news now. Pretty much. Let's start with Eddie Kingston's interview. Eddie Kingston on his critics. So people says whatever about my look, they don't bother me. They don't know my work I do. They don't know my stuff. Do a gym. They know what I do in my Thai. You know what I mean. They have to stretch for hours. Just get a bit loose. Take hot bath, cold shower, jump in the ice bath, do a sauna after every work. Multi-dye class, like Jinjutsu class, like Jinjutsu classes, it's like Jinjutsu. Oh shit! Let's see. That's like Jinjutsu class. I'm starting to get back in again. Just a minute. Before I'll continue, I just need a couple seconds. I'm back. Okay, on my cheat meals, this is from Eddie Kingston's interview. On my cheat meals, they say maybe I go a little bit too far. I'm going to do me. At the end of the day, people know what I do for this. Then we go to Eddie Kingston Fightful. I had my moment in the ring. I was thinking of defending it, but I was like, proud of being Ring of Honor world champ. But this is it, the world champion, so I said more to go, you know what I mean? We got Eddie Kingston on Cody Khan's roster. Totally care about what I was saying. Times I tell him, why do you care when you don't care about why you care? Company stays open. He goes, Eddie, I'm paid. I'm so I to care. So Eddie Kingston on Tony Khan by ad-free shows. I love Tony Khan to death. Good human being. Sometimes he's too good. That's my opinion. Tony has a big heart. I love the man. I love him because he's a big one. He listens to our ideas. They're fucking horrible. I heard guys pitching and stuff asked me to say like it's bad, but he'll actually sit there and listen. I should try to work with the guy. Eddie Kingston revealed he has signed with AEW for 4 more years. Anything about me? I can't sit down and look down low. I'm up about 4 more straight. No one knows much. One knows no. I'm on shit. I got my shit. I'm on. There's nowhere to see. I want to be. Eddie Kingston and critics. People can say what they want to look. That's about it. Work I do, they don't know what stuff I do at gym. They know what I do at multi-dye, you know what I mean? They don't know that for hours. Business take a hot bath, cold shower, jump in the hospital. Shout out to every workout, every multi-dye class. I'm starting to get back into again. On my cheat meal, they said, man, I go a little bit too far. Do me, and then the day, people. Alright, now we go to the media call with Tony Khan from this week from Wrestle Dream. Alright, just a minute, second. Alright, get in the cage, Bell. Cage, trying to go to sleep. I just want to put the dog in my cage to sleep, okay? I'll be back. Sorry. Alright. So, let's continue on. Everything is said. I just need to, for a minute, Sorry, everyone. Okay. Alright, let's get to the media call now. Alright, Tony TK asked about Jay Cargill, his thoughts about having moved to WWE. So, Tony says it's great having her in AEW. She always welcome here. She just said she has a great run with them. She has a great future. Tony Khan has asked about monthly pay-per-views, if there will be on a PM platform soon. So honestly, I don't know, but let's find out what his answer while I go to the bathroom for a minute. Sorry. Yeah. Apple Dream. Alright, she says, Tony Khan says she's always welcome here. She said she had a great run, though. She had a great future. Okay, well, Tony Khan views, and will be on the stream for Tony Khan says he's never stopped planning on going to my views, but he didn't talk about all the shows they've done over the last couple months. Heights, Wrestle Dream, Reaction. He says that Wrestle Dream is a follow-up to the best of running pay-per-views they have done as a company. Talks about the success of a Grand Slam. Tony Khan says he's hoping to put AEW events on a stream platform. They're close to the current media deals. The media rights package was something they would like to do. So Tony Khan said they will have more events. They said never said that he would do more than 10 months. He doesn't know, but he says that the top choice will be Max. Max talks about his relationship with Warner, and they have built to the point where it's a big fan base for events. Tony Khan is asked about the injury and uncle at Grand Slam match and Wrestle Dream is righteous. Tony Khan says that the match is slated for event. He says that they already addressed a cold stress on Dynamite this week. SRS asked Tony about rumors that he's purchasing New Japan. Tony says it's good that Wrestle Dream is speculation. They heard the rumors that overall is pleased with working with New Japan and their partnership. All the time they worked together for the past couple of years, they want to continue their partnership. She said speculation, but I should say yes or no. Tony asked Wrestle Dream ever considering dropping the band. Tony talks about shirts he had when he was a kid. So he was a yes at that. Wrestling October 1st being year anniversary show keeps it passing. Bookmark the day. Says sales seen publication for Travel America. Honor all contributions Inoki made. Tony asked about the SNCGSA dispatch relief manager. Tony asked about a comment. Yeah, about such a buyer. Tony said they didn't clarify comments. Speculation is great. We started in Tony previous the high rate on accomplishments of AEW series adventures a year. I think he's going to keep doing adventures things. Saying this year you want to build your reputation a strong way. Credibility doing shows, great things. Programming, how great shows they put on take it like injuries, game plan, get knocked out of the game. Says he's happy for what right now. Clarify what new era in AEW will be. Tony's asked between Kingston and Shibata said the Dream Matter continues to hype the match. Championships upheld his team together recently. Eddie love for wrestling intensely. Shibata's projects this different way, continues to hype the match this weekend. Has some connection issues that could air the end of the question beginning this one, but Tony talked about the Warner Brothers that he have running control of AEW, said it's important to him. He has no interest in changing the control. Tony's asked about World. World will be back on TV when time's right. He's very much still part of what they're doing at AEW. I'm not lying. He's on it for a minute. I know what question. What Tony talking about right now? He was talking about looking on wrestling TV and telling a chance at point match on Wrestle Dream. I'll talk about some accomplishments on fans. Tony's about the Raw title appearing on TV and Zombies brand separation, which continues to see wrestling going back and forth. Tony Hawk's about to add 6-star power Hung Bucks holding the 6-man tags. Saying that ROH is as strong as ever been in 90 days, better than 4 years ago. He said that you will see more of the top stars appear on ROH show now they have titles. Hype step out his appearance on ROH. Talks about that in the workhorse. Billy Starks. He talks about the great champions that he held on H2, put Claudia top right, put get that in let's see how they come for the first show. Made the switch to non because Tony didn't come to the event, so that was the end of that run together. Continue to put over Kate at Gates of Agony. Again, I missed the question on LJ, but now he's been telling LJ how great she was on the Kurt run. Talks about her match with Statler this weekend. Match with Stan Chris, she's been top star, loves York and Julia, say she's a great TV champ. All of her development as well as Statler's. Tony has further consideration. Essentially, it was Stan Ballroom going up a story about Hook at the Grand Slam. Now he's talking about Hook's recent match on Clash of RVD. Now there's some readings against Ohio. Indeed, they open the RVD return in the future. Would love to have him back anytime. Makes sense for everyone. And Tony was asked by MJF. He put over. He was not coming to say. Tony was against the potential being on Fox now. SmackDown's moving. He said that the deal was up in 2024. He could love to stay with Warner. Tony said he cares about people here and that is a fan business. He said he loves it there about his discovery. Choose their head. He had Fox, a great place for sports and wrestling. His goal is to keep AEW Warner Bros. Discovery forever. Says he will probably take a penny or two less to stay at Warner Bros. Discovery. Thing they have done for instance, he feels everything on offer to show be benefit great performances they had. He's happy with Warner Bros. Discovery and the company's strongest since they launched Collision. Talks on easier to story deep develop talent with more hours of TV. Says he appreciates their team for Warner Bros. Discovery how to live show possible discovery more. And Tony closes by happy tomorrow. Like this week's Dynamite Wrestle Dream weekend this weekend. Thankful all of us now this when possible without coverage. Online wrestling community appreciates all of us, our comments, our thoughts. Said the Vibrary Wrestling a incredible positive right now. Said he was a Brian before he was a promoter, before he was a business, and he feels like they're the best run things are better than ever. Saying this Sunday is really important. Talk about honoring the legend of Inoki. Hope to see us somewhere soon. Thanks again. Media Call. But yeah. Now we go to updates on Serena Deeb missing. 5 supports Serena Deeb got some major heat wave of management caused her to be removed from TV prior to injury. Currently recovered from. Deeb said entering her disrespect time she will be accompanying Tony Cospectful with literally cutting time for her matches while telling her she was ready to go out. AEW sources reported to FIFA they were showing Deeb their proof that this was the case. The company and other wrestling companies waited for the format to finalize for telling their times to prevent frustrated time change occurs. Deeb tells a friend she's still injured, working to be clear. She has not told the story that she was close to her. The company heard this version of the events. Yeah, pretty much Deeb is still hurt. Yeah. She'll be back. Alright, New Japan's MLW CMLL announced strategic alliance. 3 companies announced the formation of a new partnership. MLW, CMLL, and New Japan working together. CMLL announced today that CMLL has formed an alliance with MLW along with a longtime partner in Japan. MLW released a joint statement for a landmark alliance between 3 companies. It's a privilege, honor to forge alliance with CML and work with Mr. Salvador Lomel and his team while expanding MLW's relationship with New Japan and extraordinary collaboration. So MLW CEO Court Bauer said it. I wish to thank Mr. Salvador Lomel, Mr. Naki Shibashi, Mr. Takami Obar, and Rockamere for building this foundation for this opportunity. We're looking forward to showcasing starting talent from Mexico, Japan, America for fans worldwide. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So yeah, that was the wrestling news. I'll see you Monday. I'll see you on Monday for the Wrestle Dream review, and after that, Sunday, a new episode of AgostoAllElite Podcast. Well, see you Monday for my pay-per-view review, and next Sunday for my episode of AgostoAllElite Podcast. Bye.